The Jets finally have a new head coach, and that is Aaron Glenn, who is now the former defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. And after the last few years Glenn and the Lions have had defensively, we all knew he was going to get picked up as soon as possible. Same went along with Ben Johnson, who was the Lions' previous offensive coordinator. And according to Jordan Schultz, Aaron Glenn already has some guys he's targeting to be a part of his staff for this Jets team. As you see, some notable names: Steve Wilks, Mark Brunell, Thomas Brown, who was just recently the interim coach for the Bears, Todd Haley, Mike Westhoff, who was most recently the assistant head coach for the Denver Broncos, who actually just retired. And the same sentiment I've said about Ben Johnson also applies to Aaron Glenn. I do truly hope Aaron Glenn and his staff can turn things around in New York, because the Jets, same with Bears fans, have suffered a lot over the last 20, 30 years and so on. And this roster for the Jets is solid. I'm not going to lie. They're really good. We'll see what happens with Aaron Rodgers. I'm assuming they'll figure out soon whether or not Aaron Rodgers is staying or going. I would imagine if he leaves, I would also assume Devontae Adams would probably want to leave, but that's a whole other conversation. You know, you have a solid offense with Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall leading the charge that way. And of course, defensively, they're solid with Sauce Gardner, the Williams brothers, and so on. This team overall on paper can be really good. Let's just hope Aaron Glenn and his staff can kind of fine-tune this team a little bit, get some new guys in, figure things out, and quickly turn this team around to be a playoff team. So on paper, things are looking up for the Jets, and I love to see it. And let's hope it stays that way and brings it to real life to where we see the Jets having success, hopefully in this first year with Aaron Glenn under the helm.